All right, bet. What's up, YouTube? We finna react to teen killer realizes victim recorded his own murder. Feel me? First reaction video, first real video on the channel. You feel me? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram. All my socials is in my description. Feel me? But let's get straight into it. We don't gotta do all that talking. We finna get straight into it. On my damn. Come on, man. On my damn me. Come on.
What we're doing at 18.
If you didn't do the shooting, why don't you tell us who did? Talk to us, Neil.
I'm trying.
Come on, lift your head
You're
up.
not. You're sleeping, and I'm having a conversation with you.
This teenager getting schooled is 18-year-old Neil Prince. For a month, Neil nearly got away with the brutal murder of 28-year-old Donovan Barfield. All until now, because what Neil doesn't know.
And we not finna say we feel bad yet. Cause sometimes niggas deserve to die. So we don't feel bad just yet. Let's just feel me. Let's just hold on.
Is that Donovan's laptop was secretly recording his own murder.
What you're not understanding is people saw you there. There's video surveillance of you inside when this happened.
Now, no matter how oblivious Neil acts,
Neil, do you think that we were lying about having video footage of inside that apartment?
piece by piece, detectives will find out the truth behind Donovan's murder and the fact that Neil was never acting alone.
We know you weren't the only one there.
We need to know what happened, and you can tell us. You can help yourself, Neil. That's you.
Bro, niggas that be killing people be moving so sloppy, bro. Like they never make they never make it make sense. Like they always do something that just like, come on, bro. You feel me? Like it's always some dumb shit, bro. Like they never make it escapable. They never make it beatable. You feel me? Like
We're in a dead man's neck. What's in a dead man's shoe? Tell me about that.
Need to run Windows on your Mac? Parallels Desktop makes it simple to integrate Windows apps into your macOS workflow.
no.
Install Windows in minutes and stay productive without hassle.
On December 14th, 2018, officers in Lansing, Michigan arrived to perform a standard welfare check at the apartment of 28-year-old Donovan Barfield, a father of one with a new baby on the way. Most of the time, welfare checks are misunderstandings with happy endings. This was not one of those cases. When police entered the apartment, they discovered Donovan deceased from 6 gunshot wounds. The apartment had clearly been ransacked, and anything of value was taken. Immediately, police launched into an investigation for a home invasion and murder. But they had to
We're about 6, 7 in his ass.
look no further than Facebook, because Donovan's part-time roommate had discovered surveillance footage from a camera on his computer that activated whenever motion occurred in front of the computer. And there had been a lot of motion. Footage showed 3 individuals ransacking the home: 18-year-old Neil Prince, 15-year-old Willie Fletcher, and 20-year-old Anthony Brown. Neil Prince, wanted for a parole violation, was brought in to talk first. The following footage has been provided to us by the Lansing Police Department.
Hey, Mr. Prince.
Wait,
How are you, sir?
nigga, this is Michigan. Nigga, this is literally fucking me. Whoa, it ain't me, but it's like where I'm at. It's like down the street though. Like,
My name's Mike Tony. I'm a detective for the police department. You want to sit up? I'm gonna fix this chair so you can sit up. I'd like to take those cups off. Yeah. Would be any issues if I take them off? No. Okay. Do you know why we're sitting here talking to you? No. Do you have any idea at all? No. When they came to my door, they busted in. We're here to talk to you about a homicide, okay? That's what we want to speak with you about. Homicide? Yeah. Before we speak to you about that, we have to read you your advice of rights. You ever been read your advice of rights before? I think so, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this ain't Neil's first rodeo, despite the fact that he just legally became an adult a few months ago. Because you know what else he was doing a few months ago? He was pleading guilty to a home invasion charge. Now, as you'll see, admitting his guilt isn't something Neil excels at. So why did he plead guilty in that case? Because he was able to do so under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act, a law that provides people ages 18 to 25 with a chance to complete a program in order to take certain crimes off their record. For young adults who made a stupid mistake,
That's what my family kept saying that I can take. They kept saying, it's cool, you're gonna get the HIDA program. It's cool, you're gonna get the HIDA program. Feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all why I got arrested too in the story time. I got a story time dropping on the way too. Be tuned.
it's a great opportunity. For young adults who are just plain stupid, not so much.
Knowing what we're here to talk to you about, does that jog your memory at all? Andy, what we're talking about? Okay. We want to speak to you about a homicide that occurred over on Bayview on December 14th, specifically. Okay. Understand that we did not come to your house, and we're not talking to you by, it's not just random, just didn't pick your name out of a hat. We have information available to us that we think that you have some knowledge about that incident that you can share with us. Okay? Okay. We want to get your side of the story. Everybody has a side of the story. We want to hear what you know about the situation, what went on that night. Details like that as far as what occurred. Where do you think would be appropriate to start?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know. I'm sorry.
Let's start with this. How long have you lived on the North Capitol address?
Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Do you remember when you moved in there?
Like the 2nd of December. I don't know. Like the 2nd of December.
Okay. Where do you live before that?
On the east side.
Where?
On Woodlawn.
Woodlawn, okay.
At the standing by Morris Park, the little pool.
Yeah. On Woodlawn, who'd you live with?
My mom.
Anybody else stay there?
My sister.
Do you have a bedroom in there?
Yeah,
Capitol?
No, it's a little small little place, so I usually just sleep with my mom and my sister, to be honest.
Either room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a little bed in the living room, but I ain't sleeping out there.
You guys haven't been staying there on Capitol very long. Anybody else stayed the night there? Any friends or anything like that? No? Seemed like you didn't think, were you just thinking about it, or somebody might have stayed there?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, we moved in like 2 weeks ago, but like, I'm in the home with people.
Have you had any friends over at the place? Nobody came to stop by, check out the new digs, nothing? You just know that you've not had any friends, but you don't know if Jayla or your mom has. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, but you have not. Okay, you shaking your head no? Does that mean no? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, this girl, the one that's talking to him, she act like she don't know what she doing or what she talking about. Like you know how sometimes they have somebody like come like if they training, they'll have somebody come in the room and be there too. Feel me? Like doctors, they have somebody there just, you feel me, training with the real doctor. She one of them. Like she talking about you shaking your head no, does that mean no? What the fuck do you think it mean? Yes? Like what are you talking about? Like, come on, leave all the talking to bro. Cause you feel me?
Who are your good friends that you know?
You know, like, you ever seen, like, maybe high school, you already know. You separate from your parents, they go to college, from a separate ways, so. Like, you know what I mean?
Not really hanging out with anybody then? If you are going to hang out with somebody, who would it be? Does anybody else use your phone? So there'd be no reason for your phone to be separated from you. You're normally, if your phone's somewhere, are you normally with it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you ever leave the house without your phone?
No.
You always take it with you. So you can have a way to, everybody takes their phone with them everywhere, right?
Yeah. Like, if my phone would be off, like, the bill not paid, I'll leave it at home. There's no point to have it.
How long have you had that phone?
Like, sister paid it to me.
A month, 2 months, 6 months, a year. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be exact.
I want to say, like, no,
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was perfect for that.
Yeah, send this shit out.
I'm Josh Harmon. I'm a
Nigga, we get ass like regular people.
only lived in Woodlawn on the east side.
Okay. Have you had service the whole time you had that phone?
Not the whole time. Like I just recently got turned on.
Do you remember when you had it turned on?
Yeah.
Like, who pays the bill? You or mom? Or
My mom.
she pays the bill?
We don't have a family plan.
When you don't have service, how do you get in touch with people?
So I say like my phone, my Wi-Fi, at home.
Do you use like Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I have Wi-Fi.
No, I mean like when you're out and about to communicate, so you can communicate with people.
No. My phone's tweaked. Like it's all about me. I'm just gonna leave it at home.
When you do communicate with people, is it generally through text, Facebook Messenger?
Usually like they'll call me or something. But
Do they call normal, or a lot of people may call us through Facebook Messenger nowadays too?
I get called normal or they'll FaceTime.
Number of FaceTime? Okay. And you say you don't really remember where you were on the 14th?
I talked to your sister. It sounds like that would have been about the same time that you guys moved in to Capitol. Do you remember when you moved into Capitol?
December, like the second week of December.
Okay. Do you remember that day? That day specifically, like moving and getting moving stuff? Mm-hmm.
No.
When it's only been 5 minutes and law enforcement is already asking, so there's no reason why questions, hang it up and call in a lawyer, unless you want to end up on our channel. In that case, at least make it good and interesting for us. As you're about to see, Neil apparently got that memo.
You said you were born and raised in Lansing, right? So you're pretty familiar with the city? Like, where have you spent most of your time growing up?
Baker, East Side.
East Side. Do you have any friends that live over, do you know where Bayview is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any friends that live over there? Bayview is up, you know where the Homes and Waverly is, right?
On the south side of Lansing?
Yeah. Southwest side, Homes and Waverly. Harbor Point, a lot of people know where AP is. You know where that is?
Bro, for this to be Livonia, Michigan,
That's by Waverly Park.
Sheffield and Waverly. It's not too, it's a little north of Waverly Park. Sheffield and Waverly, Homes and Waverly.
I don't know where you park at.
Do you have any friends over in that area where Homes and Waverly is?
No.
Okay. When's the last time you were over in that area, the southwest side?
When we used to live over there.
When was that?
This was in the summer. It moved by.
And so recently, within the last month, you haven't been over there.
No.
You visit a friend over there?
No.
Okay. Here's the deal. This homicide occurred on Bayview in an apartment over there. And that's over near the Homes and Waverly area. We know that you were over there. You were seen over there, and you were also on video over there.
Why would that show up?
You watch the video, that's not me. I'm going to tell you watch the video.
It is you. And like I said, the person saw you over there. That knows, somebody that knows and recognizes you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you all person.
So what we want to do here, listen to me, it's not the wrong person, but what we want to do here is, one, we can't put words in your mouth. So I can't give you possible scenarios that occurred, but everybody has a story, every situation has a story. We know something happened over there. We know you were there. What we need you to do now is tell us the circumstances which occurred, because there are a lot of circumstances that can explain why situations occurred. But like I said, I can't put words in your mouth. It's got to come from you. So knowing that, and I know you don't know me from Eve, but I'm not BSing you. We didn't pick your name or your apartment at random tonight. We're not talking to you just for no reason at all. We're talking to you because the stuff that I'm telling you is the truth. So what we need you to do, take a deep breath, explain to us what happened that night over at the apartment on Bayview.
If you told me that's not his, you watch the video, whoever said that on me. I don't know me.
Okay. But like I said, let me ask you this. Did you know that there was surveillance footage in the apartment? Did you know that there was surveillance footage in the apartment? Yes or no?
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, I will tell you there was surveillance footage in the apartment. You are on the surveillance footage. Do you realize that? So that I'm giving you an opportunity to tell us what happened.
That's what I do. So, we watch the video or something.
Okay. So knowing that you're over there on video, somebody has identified that. There's certain items in the apartment tonight that we found that came from the apartment. Do you understand that
This nigga don't.
you understand that we're not BSing?
I'm being real, but
This is your opportunity. I don't know how else to make that clear. I can't put words in your mouth. I have an idea of probably what occurred and what happened, but I can't sit here and put words in your mouth. This is your opportunity to tell us what went on. We know you weren't the only one there.
I wasn't there.
We know you weren't the only one there. This is your opportunity to tell us what went on. You also understand that this is something similar to like you see on TV.
Don't even want to talk
The
about
person who starts talking first, normally things work out best for that person. We're eventually going to talk to the other people that were there. This is your opportunity to tell us what happened.
Let me tell you, I wasn't there.
Neil, do you understand the way DNA works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you understand that we have your DNA on file from another incident, correct?
Yeah,
You were wrapped up in some type of burglary. You were arrested for something in the past. Okay. And then they typically take your DNA for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to do is I would like to get your permission to get your DNA today and to eliminate you as one of those people who were in there.
You can't just go down time and my DNA.
It doesn't work that way. It has to be, each time has to be a new spot from that specific person for that crime. You can't just use it from another crime that had occurred. Is that something you're willing to do?
Might be my fingerprint, not weed.
This isn't a fingerprint. This is a DNA swab.
What is that?
That is where they swab inside your mouth and get your DNA.
Yeah.
Is that something you're willing to do? Okay. That leads me to believe that maybe you've been in that apartment before. Okay, you've never been in anybody's apartment over there.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I don't understand why you wouldn't volunteer that.
What's the point?
The point is to eliminate you as a suspect.
You can eliminate me as a suspect if I do what I'm saying, though. If I do it, can I go? Just,
No, because I'm still missing a huge chunk of what your side of the story is. I mean, just like Detective, but listen, Detective Mooney already told you, we already know we have this video, we have people who positively ID you, who've known you.
we watch the video together.
Bro, if they said they already got proof and evidence of a crime and of a person doing a crime, why are they still asking? What's the whole point of an investigation? Like, if you got proof I killed somebody, just lock me up. Cause they be lying, bro. They don't got proof. They just wanna get you to tell yourself. Cause they don't got nothing. They be lying. They literally be lying.
Hold on. Okay. That know who you are, so they put you there. My concern is that I don't know what happened. I don't know if you're being railroaded. I don't know if you're being falsely accused or if you were not the main guy in the group. I don't know. The only person who can tell me that in this room, not me, not him, is you. You're the only person who can help me with that part of the story. I don't know that part of the story, Neil, and I know that you do. And you have to understand, I don't know if it's a man you didn't like. I don't know if you were friends, if something accidentally happened. I do know that this is a man who had a child on the way, has another child who doesn't have a dad. I watched a mother cry over her lost son. These are the things I do know. These are things I know. Okay? And how but what I'm saying is you do know, and you're that piece of the puzzle that can help us.
I don't know.
Neil, I know you know.
I'm trying to tell you I don't know.
Okay, and I understand that you're saying that, but that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's not.
A bit of a spoiler alert, but yeah, it's obviously not the truth. Police not only have surveillance footage and personal footage of Neil at the scene of the crime, they had something that is objectively even more damning, at least in the court of public opinion, because Neil wasn't just involved in these crimes. Police aren't interested in his phone so they can pinpoint the location. They're interested in the phone because of the kind of messages that were being sent from it and posted online, especially the photos. Photos of him wearing jewelry and shoes that were stolen from Donovan's apartment.
But Neil, part of the problem with that is there's too many things that put you there. There's
Yeah, buddy, you're good.
a dead man's
I was on your side
property
first.
in your
You're good,
apartment
nigga.
that you've only lived in for a couple weeks, you're telling me.
What property?
I'm telling you that there's a dead man's property in your apartment. I'm telling you that I know that someone had put you in that area, and you're telling me that you weren't there. I know you were there, but what I need to know, Neil, is what happened. You're the only one who can help me with that. I need to know what happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what property you're talking about.
I'll show you for sure.
Okay.
Damn, that nigga put up the phone. Look, nigga.
What's that?
After my window.
Windows on Echo for 150. Where'd you get them from?
They don't know. They don't have a picture on it.
How'd you get them?
I bought them.
You had to contact somebody.
That nigga showed him with the shit
I
on.
don't remember the name. You just go through category what you want.
Nigga, stop lying, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
When did
If he
you
wasn't
find him?
recorded, he would have said that shit, nigga. Stop lying, nigga.
Back in December.
You got this shit from Golden House, nigga. Stop lying, nigga.
You don't deserve to settle, so play a game that won't either. We've introduced major changes to.
You gave him December and December 1.
I do not know.
Explain to me how that works.
Like, so like, say I want to sell this phone, I'll take a picture of it, put details, whatever you want, and then you just post it.
And how does the person contact you?
Like, you just go to a list, like you can buy cars, clothes, games, whatever, and you go there, you click on it, and you just click I'm interested, or you can text them whatever you want to text them.
So at some point you gotta set up a place to meet them. Okay, so you have to have their phone or set up a place to meet them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have this person's phone number.
You know,
So how did you set up a place to meet them?
all that, but
So the messages would be in Let Go.
yeah,
Okay, where'd you meet this person?
downtown,
Where?
gas station.
What day?
I don't remember.
Would have been after you lived in Capitol or when you lived on Woodlawn?
When I was on Capitol. Because I never also want to be close to like Blackmore Park, so he met in a public place.
Where'd you meet in the bus station?
Like, you ever been to a bus station?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go out towards the end, towards, I was the number one at the end right here, and that little door right there, he just went right there.
So we have to see on camera exchanging. What did he have shoes in? Or did you just hand them to us?
They came with the shoes.
Okay. So we have to verify that.
No box, no nothing, just shoes.
Remember how we were talking about DNA earlier? Do you know a little bit about DNA? Okay, DNA is something that we all have in our body. It's unique to all of us. Your DNA is different than mine, is different than hers, different than everybody else's. So they can check the DNA, and we can find out who's been wearing these. Okay. Well, if the victim's DNA is in there, how do you think that's going to look?
The dude that died,
What's that?
that little bad on me, I thought what to do,
But see, that's the problem. We can see you in that video, and we can see you grabbing the shoebox.
what to do.
That was the video I've already told you about.
That man's house.
That's the part that I don't think you're understanding. Like, we're not BSing you on the video part. There's video of you grabbing the shoes. Those shoes were found where tonight in your apartment. There is. I'm not lying.
More solid in your favorite rapper.
I'm assuming you hadn't heard about it until we told
Do you hear anybody else? Anybody
Gave
you
me
know talk
30
about a
minutes
video that
into
you
the
were on
interrogation.
in a
Probably
dead man's
hours.
house
Probably hours. They probably
until
talked about
today? So you never even knew
still
he
ain't said
existed.
nothing. Yeah.
There are a few things to break down here. Firstly, when police searched Neil's apartment, they discovered a pair of Nike shoes stolen from Donovan, a sweatshirt, a brown leather bag, and a gold cross pendant. To be fair, Neil is definitely going to be needing that cross by the end of this interrogation, because police aren't buying his story that he just so happened to buy Donovan's stolen items off of LetGo, a resale app.
This is your opportunity, Neil.
Tell me about that.
I'm going to put it from there.
Where are you buying
Downtown. If you say you want to buy it, yeah, cheaper than change for the other street.
that? So the same guy sold you the,
No, not the same guy.
How did you get that from?
That's right. Mm-hmm. So it goes.
So you're scrolling on your LetGo account and you buy it, or you get, and then you say you want to meet there. Is that what you're saying? So if I go into your LetGo account, it'll have all this documentation.
I'll let it do it.
Well, what's your LetGo account? How do I get into that?
I'm going to take it.
Okay, what's the big name? Did you do it through your phone?
No.
How do you, what device did you use to get it? To do that go?
Sadly.
I ain't gonna lie, she would have pissed me off, bro. I hate people like that. She would have pissed me off, bro. Don't keep overly questioning me about the same shit, gang. I just told you I got it off Let Go, and they gonna keep threatening me, talking about, no, if I go through your phone, bitch, shut up. You ain't going through my phone. You ain't got no fucking warrant, nigga.
Where's the tablet at?
Well,
you ever worn this before? You've never worn that before? You ever worn the shoes?
took a picture.
Took a picture in the shoe, but you've never worn that?
No. Well, I took that shoe, I see pictures. I ain't wear it because I was waiting to find a chain.
What the picture looked like? What were you wearing in the picture?
Gray pants. I think of black and gray hoodie. And
Games went downhill when they got rid of cheats. We're bringing them back. Wiimod gives you dozens of cheat codes for thousands of games. I could.
Where did you take the picture of?
outside. That's what I'm like.
Who took the picture for you?
You post it somewhere? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I don't know if I said this to you earlier, but when we're investigating a homicide, that if you're not truthful to us, that can get you in a lot of trouble too. That's a felony in itself.
Yeah, true. I never posted this.
So if I showed you a Facebook photo with you wearing the shoes and the necklace, how would you explain it?
Let's see.
How you phone that?
Yeah, but it's got this on it.
Okay.
There, do you
I
care?
got the other.
Bro, is this nigga standing on a fucking...
Okay.
I'll find you.
What the fuck is that? Like a balance board? Grown ass man.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, you can
Sit
tell.
down,
Okay.
playing with a fucking balance board. Hands flooding.
What?
How the
Okay,
fuck
that's
you supposed
you.
to take the
Wearing a
investigation?
dead man's
You ain't
necklace and a dead
taking
man's shoe. Tell me about that.
Hold up, Chris. I know this.
Okay, now hold up. Before you keep speaking. Plug thought shit was sweet. I doubled back and he ain't see shit. He didn't see a thing. Tell me about that.
That's a song section.
That don't have nothing to do with the dead man. That you went back and got his stuff.
Gang miles.
Nigga said it's a
what
song
you're
caption.
not,
Shit.
what you're not understanding is people saw you there. Okay.
Nigga ain't
Video
playing.
surveillance of you inside when this happened. The dead man stuff is inside your apartment.
That is a
don't
song caption,
understand
though. I really think I heard that song before. Cause that shit was straight. I doubled back and he didn't see it coming. That might really be a song though. Like, I think that is a song. That's for sure a song. That's for sure. That's for
this
sure.
happened, how you know him. These are all the things that only you can help me with. What, Were there other people there? Does people someone coerce you into going in there? I can't feel like he said, I can't tell your story. Your story is your story, not mine. But there's a lot of stuff stacked against you right now, and things aren't looking good for Neil. Things are looking really bad for Neil. There's a lot of Facebook posts that have been put out there about dead man this and this and this and that.
She just say nigga. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? You too deep in, bro. You too deep in.
Have been put out there about dead man this and this and this and that. With your name attached to it and your friends.
What? She's too deep
Help me.
in.
Help me figure this out.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't think you are trying to help me. You
She
deny
was trying to
everything.
find
Let go
any
of.
fucking. She was trying to find any reason to say nigga, bro. Dead man this and nigga this and nigga that. What? Come on now, you could have said N word this. Like what? Yeah, she racist. That's why she getting so fucking mad because she want to lock this nigga up so bad. She want him to tell on herself. That's crazy, bro.
Bank account, all of a sudden I don't have a tablet. The tablet's missing. I threw it away. They don't make no sense. Why would you throw that? That doesn't even make any sense.
If you have a broke phone, are you gonna keep it?
No, you said a tablet. You didn't say a broke phone. You said a tablet.
Saying in general, like you got something.
Okay, regardless, you have all this stuff stacked against you. Why wouldn't you want to tell why? I don't understand. Why would you want to tell you why you were there?
The thing about new, the shoes and necklace is throwing out, posted and wear it, or even buy it. What sense does that make?
Yeah, what sense indeed. And yet that's exactly what Neil did. He posted several photos of himself wearing the clothes and jewelry that he stole from Donovan. But the posts didn't stop there. No, Neil went full middle-aged mom with no hobby all over his own Facebook wall. He posted several statuses, photos, and song lyrics. Now, song lyrics can always be up for interpretation, but Neil posted song lyrics about stealing shoes from a dead man. A bit on the nose, don't you think?
Or what I talked to you
Show
about
the song,
behind
bro.
your homicide investigation.
Like what? That's too fucking
So you
specific.
didn't tell us about that other Facebook account. You said it's an old one, but it's not an old one. It's a few days ago that you posted it on. So it's the one that you're currently using. A few days ago is one that you're currently using. I don't know if you're getting it yet, but we're not.
Maximize your Mac with Parallels Desktop's flexible view modes and
Free
essential
meal, bro.
features.
They
Run
really
Windows apps like native Mac.
Post it. Like,
This is your opportunity to tell us. You're first at the table. The world is yours. We got to hear it from you, though. We can't. We know you were there. We know what happened. We don't know why, and we don't know all the circumstances that occurred. I don't know how clear I can make it to you that we know you were there. So you saying that you weren't there, it doesn't matter. We know you were there. So this is your knowing that. In my head, if I was in your position, I'd be saying, "This is my opportunity to explain to them what happened, so they can understand that whatever." Like I said, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. Your opportunity is in front of you. Don't waste it. Do you realize how big a situation this is for you? Do you realize how bad this could be for you if you don't talk to us and tell us what happened that night? Or this is an opportunity for you right now to explain to us what happened and maybe make it understandable as to what happened that night or why it occurred or something along those lines. This is your opportunity to not make this really bad for you. Talk to us. Tell us what happened.
I don't know what I can talk about. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all. But in there,
But again, we know you're there.
I see correspondence on Facebook with your friends, Chris, John, all these guys back and forth. Don't be talking on the media. Don't do that. So I know that you know more than what you're saying. Okay, I already know that, Neil. I already know that part. But I don't know why.
I
I
know he
don't
was
know
there
why
and
this
got video
happened.
proof and
There could be a logical
got
explanation.
him wearing the
You're
jewelry.
18 years
Lock
old.
him up.
Really?
Lock him up.
That's what we're doing at 18?
Y'all know so much, just lock him up.
Not telling our side of the
Y'all don't know
story.
nothing, bro. Free meal.
what stories are to tell? Wasn't there? I don't know. I don't know.
You're slouched with your hand on your face right now. I think you're missing the opportunity that's in front of you. And the two very distinct ways this situation can go for you. One, I don't know, you're 18 years old. Think about that for a second. Think about what we explained to you. We're investigating a homicide. Think about the opportunity that's in front of you right now. This is not the first time I've sat and talked to somebody in your position. Don't be one of the people that makes a bad decision and lets this opportunity pass you by. Be one of the people that has this opportunity in front of them and takes the time to explain what happened, so the people who get to look at this and review what happened have an understanding of why it happened. If they don't have an understanding of why it happened, what do you think they're going to assume with all the things that we've told you tonight? Okay, how do you think that's going to turn out for you? So with that understanding, talk to me about what happened that night. This is your opportunity to tell us what happened.
You think
The saying that you weren't there, you wasn't true.
You think if I knew the story, I wouldn't tell if I'm wrong from there?
I do. I think sitting in your position, you would probably be scared to tell what's going on. But also, we're trying to help you understand the position that you're in, the opportunity that you have in front of us to tell us what happened, so we can understand and explain to the people who get to make decisions what happened. What can we do to make it? Has anybody threatened you to not tell us what happened that night? What can we do to make you feel comfortable to tell us what happened that night? But that's what we don't want. We don't want you to keep being untruthful to us. I don't know how to explain it to you. We're talking to you for a reason. You're on video in the guy's apartment. There's no mistake about that. There's no mistake about the person who saw you leaving there. There's no mistake about the fact that we found the stolen items in your apartment that you're occupying. Understand, like, grasp the opportunity that's in front of you and explain to us what happened that night.
I don't know what to tell you.
Are you doing that because you're worried about the people that you were with that night?
I was looking to be worried about. I ain't doing that. I'm sure. I'm just saying. I'm tell you that.
So is it somebody else that you were with that did something?
How did you guys get up to be around in the first place? Did you ride your bike up there? Did they give you a ride? How did this happen? Okay, Neil, that's not the truth. So you're willing to just not tell your side of the story and just go to jail for this?
There's nothing to tell.
That's it. That's what you want it to stick with. You don't want to talk.
I do go for
You don't want to tell your side of the story.
I do go first for this. I normally get up first. And if I had to serve it, so I'm not good.
Who was it?
That's your job to find out. I don't know.
Hey, listen to me on this. You know that you were there with other people. You're not taking advantage of the opportunity. You're eventually going to catch up to those other people. What do you think happens to your opportunity when they start taking advantage of an opportunity? And like I said, I've been doing this for a while.
Y'all keep talking about we gonna catch them anyway. Then go catch them anyway. And what the fuck? Y'all hardest to just take the easy
You
route.
gotta hand it to Neil. He's no snitch. But if he had any sense, he would be, because the footage is damning. In the footage, Neil is seen destroying the home, flipping a bed, and taking items from his belongings soon after the shot goes off. He's not wearing a mask or any kind of disguise, which explains why, when the footage was posted all over social media, people were tagging him right away. Not the best way to get away with a crime.
Neil, do you think that we are lying about having video footage?
Show the footage. Can we see?
You probably do, but it's not me. I don't know what it's like no apartment.
Neil, there is video footage of you in that apartment. That is not a lie. That is the truth.
Then show it.
Well, tell me about the other people who were in the apartment then.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's why you ought to tell you the whole story, but I don't know.
Are you afraid of them doing something to you?
Who?
Are you afraid of anybody doing something to you if you snitch to the police?
There's nothing to snitch about. If I don't know. There's nothing to snitch about.
You don't want to take advantage of this opportunity?
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world.
They be lying.
To help yourself out, you know. What would you say to your sister if she was in the situation? Would you tell her, hey, it sounds like you guys are close. You're close with your mom. What would you say to your mom or sister? Like, if there's other people involved, what advice would you give to them? If they were sitting at this table.
Right, Jane. Right,
Would you explain it to them? Hey, if there's X amount of people involved, you better start speaking or problems are going to come your way. Would you give them that advice? Or you'd be like, just don't say nothing. What kind of advice would you give somebody like that?
Do the right thing. That's all I do. Tell them. They know in their heart what to do. Do the right thing.
And I think you know in your heart what to do.
I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what you're talking about.
You said you've never been over there, right? So when we're able to use your phone to put you over there, how would you explain it?
You can do what you want. I know what to do.
No, I know you can do it. What would be your explanation if your phone was over there? Yeah, there would. You'd have to provide an explanation, but phones don't walk on their own, right? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, right? We know you were over there. We're only going to get more information that puts you over there, so I'm not sure why you're not wanting to explain your side of the story. What we have only grows from this point out.
Yeah, let it grow. I think Neil ain't saying shit. Boy,
Tell us what happened. Don't say again that I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there. I don't know how many times we have to tell you we know you were there. It's not a question of if you were
it's
there.
like they forcing him to try to tell the truth, but he's not going.
It only stacks up more from here on out. You start talking now and explaining what happened. That lets other people get to make the decision, understand what happened that night. Tell us who you were with. Tell us what happened. Tell us. There might be a reason that will be like, yeah, that makes sense. We understand that. There is. We know that. Is there a reason why you wouldn't want to tell us before the other people talk to you, tell us their side of the story?
Neil, I know this has been weighing on your mind. I can tell by your sister can tell. She knows there's something up with you. She doesn't know what it is. And something's been weighing on your mind. And I have a pretty good idea of what it is. But I just don't know why, Neil. That's what I need to know. I need to know.
Especially this white girl, he give her a cold shoulder. He don't give a fuck what she talking about. At least when bro was talking to me later, she didn't have to look at him.
I don't know.
She's like, bro, shut up. Okay.
But I know all those noises are just being repeated in your head over and over again. All that stuff that happened that night. Whatever it was. A push of a table, a big bang, something. All that keeps clicking, clicking in your head. And you just repeatedly see the whole scenario over and over again. This is your opportunity to tell us why. I don't know why.
I ain't got no grief on my shoulders. I sleep good at night. I ain't got no fucking look inside of it. I need to be chill.
That nigga lifted his head. That nigga lifted his head up to look her in the eyes and say, I have no grief on my shoulders. I sleep good at night. I don't know what you're talking about. And lay his head right back down. This bitch mad. Boy, she wanna swing on this nigga. Look at her turning his sand suit. She like white, bro. She not even saying shit. She too stunned to speak.
Before we find more stuff to place you over in that area, would you like to explain to us why?
She's like, what?
In your head somehow, are you sitting there thinking this gets better for you somehow?
No.
By not telling us what happened, is there some understand your
y'all accusing me from murder? There's no way for this to get better. There's no way.
Well, there is. It does get better if you help us understand what happened that night.
So you didn't do something, so who did do something? You just no, you were there. That's not disputable. That is not a disputable fact. We're talking about facts. You didn't do anything that night, so who did? Get yourself out of it. Pull yourself out of the hole. You're in a hole right now.
Damn.
Pull yourself out. You said you didn't, so who did?
That's for y'all to find out. Funny, I too.
This nigga Neil is hard, but he don't give a fuck about what this bitch talk about.
You can help yourself out. You want to sit on this for everybody else who's involved? Just you? You want to sit on it for yourself. You're okay with sitting in prison while your mom and sister just struggle from these apartment to apartment things, and you can't help contribute to the end of the house, really? Because you want to act like a punk and not tell your side of the story? You're 18, you're a man, you're the man of your house. There's no one else there. And guess what? You're not going to be there. Unless you tell your side of the story, we can figure out what's the logical reason for what happened. You know what happened. And you can tell us. You can help yourself, Neil.
And she mad.
It's going to be pretty lonesome for your mother.
Now, a mother's love is unconditional, and Neil's mom loving him is definitely proof of that, because not only was he involved in this heinous crime, but in the aftermath, he was caught on a jail phone call saying, "That shit was fun, no cap. I gotta do it again, but this time I got to do it. I wanted to do it so bad, but he was staring at me the whole time, the first time."
Guessing you're probably the protector of that house. You're the man of the
I don't know.
house.
This nigga dumb, bro.
Is
He
that
ain't
an
even
accurate
like.
statement?
He ain't even
You
try to
tell
like
those two
get out of
ladies.
this shit for real.
Those are the ladies of your life.
He talking on
If
jail
you're willing
phones. He recording
to put all that
videos, posting them
aside,
with the shit. He
to not tell your
tripping.
side of the story, which could have some logical explanation of what happened that night. You were there. I
Police is
just
here
need to
letting
know
niggas see
why.
him come out.
But you're willing to give that up. Picture your mother, picture your sister, and who's going to protect them now? I mean, seriously, these are things you got to think about.
Man, somebody just let your bitch out right now as we speak.
How do you feel about that? They got left. If you ended up doing prison time, how would you feel about that? That there's no one out there protecting them.
I'd be sick knowing I got locked up for 7 hours.
But I don't care about your mother or sister.
Yeah, of course I feel that.
Well, that's not what you said. You said you'd be sick about yourself.
You sick of that. Can't talk to me when I want to,
Start small. Tell us who I do. You can start small. Tell us a little bit about what happened. If you don't want to talk about yourself, tell us about who you were with.
They dumb as fuck. Why would he tell y'all about who he was with? This nigga don't want to say he was there. That nigga don't want to say he got the shit. That nigga don't want to say nothing. So why the fuck would he choose to tell? He don't even want to talk about himself. He don't want to talk about himself. What would he tell? It's crazy. This nigga's
Is
born.
it because you're the shooter? Is that the reason why you don't want to talk to us? Because you think this doesn't get any better for you? Look at me, Neil. Is that why you don't want to talk to us? Because you're the one who did the shooting?
I don't want to talk. I just want to talk about it.
If you didn't do the shooting, why don't you tell us who did? We know you were there. Talk to us, Neil.
I'm trying.
Come on, lift your head up.
You're sleeping, and I'm having a conversation.
I'm giving you like 4.5 waiting, and now y'all trying to blame me for murder. Y'all just expect me to just sit here and tell everything when there's nothing to tell because I wasn't even there.
What I'm asking you to explain to me is why
He
you
mad
were
as
in
shit.
a dead man's apartment. That's what I'm asking for you to explain to me.
Man, nigga was
Why
there
were
just
you in
visiting,
there?
nigga.
How do you know him? You're gonna tell me you don't know Lou? Really? Okay.
I'm about to end the
Not know him by name,
investigation.
but you know him by dead body. I'm sure of that. If I put a picture of his dead body up here, I'm sure that might ring a bell from that evening.
Never seen a dead body before. On TV, but not real life.
Well, I don't
They
get
might as
it.
well
I
end the
don't get why you would want to
investigation.
protect yourself.
I'm trying to, not believe it.
Was it your idea or somebody else's? Was your idea, Neil, or somebody else's?
What idea?
To go over there that night.
So are you saying that we're lying?
I'm saying I'm lying.
Now they writing notes back and forth. They lame as fuck. Go the fuck up.
How are you going to explain to us how your DNA got in his house? And how your fingerprints got in that house? Explain that to me.
I don't know my fingerprints.
But your DNA is.
I don't know my DNA.
Why would it be in there? Have you ever rented an apartment over there? Help explain it to me. Have you ever rented an apartment over on Bayview before?
No.
Do you have any friends on Bayview?
No.
Okay, I can't understand you. You're sit up like a man. Sit up like a man so I can understand what you're saying. I can't hear you. I'm talking to you clearly. I'm showing you respect. You're not showing any respect.
I'm tired. I keep telling you. I just haven't seen him for like 2 hours, basically.
Have you ever rented an apartment on Bayview?
No.
Have you guys ever stayed there?
No.
Okay, so your DNA should not be in that apartment of the dead man.
I know it's not.
And you know your fingerprints are not.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're in there, then you're lying right now. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not willing to give a new DNA. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And why was that again? I'm sorry, I missed that part. Because you know what's in there.
Neil
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full
Neil claims that he knows his DNA isn't there, and yet he openly admitted to friends online and bragged even that he was in the footage in the apartment. In calls from his jail cell, he constantly asked friends and family how much engagement his arrest news was getting online, which just goes to show even behind bars, brain rot persists.
Nice to hear that.
Dumb. Why would you even talk about that shit on the jail call?
I didn't sit here all night. I'm showing you respect by staying awake and asking me questions.
I keep asking the same questions.
I am because I'm not getting the explanation.
If I keep asking the same questions, I'm going to just go to sleep. I don't know why.
Is that because you don't want to share and you're tired? And maybe if I go to sleep, they won't ask me any more questions. But I got a lot on my mind right now, but I'll just pretend like I'm sleeping instead. That's typically what somebody who has information does. I've done enough interviews to know that.
She's trying to
That's also what guilty
assume
people
why
do as well,
he's
Neil.
trying to go to
They
sleep.
pretend like they're sleeping, so maybe this will just go away and disappear. It's not, Neil, it's not, Neil, it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. I just need to know why. And just like Detective Williams said, a small portion. Whose idea was it to go to Lou's house in the first place?
I don't know who. I don't know who big.
Well, you might not know who he is. Whose idea was it to go to Bayview?
I don't want the baby.
And that's just where you're going to stand. You're not going to give yourself an opportunity. So when the other people who were involved come in here and point the finger at you, you're good with it.
They're trying to point at me. I know I ain't do nothing, so I'm not worried.
And you're clear that we have clear evidence that shows you in that apartment, and there was video surveillance.
The thing is, they don't got proof that he killed the
You
nigga. They
know
don't
there was
have
video
proof that he
surveillance,
killed
or
the
you know you
nigga.
weren't in there.
They
I
don't
know
have
I
proof.
wasn't over there.
None of that. All I
Okay,
got
well
is
I'm
that
telling
he's
you,
there
or
and that he stole the stuff. Most they can say is fucking um
but
robbery.
that's for the story you want to stick with.
That's the most they can say is robbery. Like just that nigga ended up dead don't mean he died or a nigga robbed him. Don't mean then nigga could have killed himself after he got robbed. Nigga probably felt like a bitch. Probably felt like a bitch since he fucked it.
We'll get your ride, and
Robbed
then they're gonna be heading downtown,
and
okay?
killed
We come
himself.
back.
You never know.
Why not go downtown?
Violation. Probation violation warrant to start with.
Why don't I violate probation with?
No.
Why
Go put your hands down.
with? You take pictures?
There we go.
He can take a picture.
Well, what probation I violate?
They mad as hell. They ain't even answer this nigga.
Can I get a bottle of water or something? No.
Amazing how much Neil woke up when they mentioned him going downtown rather than back in his mommy's apartment, isn't it?
I'll get some water.
Yeah, I'll bring you some water. Yeah. All right, let me get you some water.
Police didn't need Neil to give them the passcode, because with all the evidence coming from not just witness accounts and surveillance footage, but with his own Facebook posts, police were able to get a warrant for his records in a heartbeat. As a result, Neil Prince was arrested for murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. At the time of his sentencing, he was just 21 years old. Essentially, he threw his entire life away over a little cash and some clothing, because ultimately, though no one caved completely, it came to the surface that the entire purpose of Donovan's murder was a robbery, nothing more. 4 people essentially lost their lives over a few $100s worth of goods. Donovan was never given a chance to meet his child through no fault of his own, but the 2 other accomplices in his murder also faced jail time. Anthony Brown was sentenced to life, and Willie Fletcher was sentenced to 28 to 60 years in prison. Thank you for watching today.
Free them boys, man. Free them boys. Free them boys, man. They're trying to get a couple dollars, man. Free them boys. Okay.